As you can see, today's project is an Anubis statue. Or is it technically Anubis if it's not dog head, man body? Egyptian dog statue. Ooh. Some issues include broken ear tips that I have to fix. And general sanding. As you can see, there's some layer lines on his little tootsies. But other than that, I think it came out really. This is like I probably say this every video, but this is like the nicest quality I've gotten out of this printer. It's just so good. And this is just 0.2 layer height. See his butt there? That's got to all be sanded. I got to get rid of the support material. Got to fix his ear bits. And as he drifts off into the shadows, the second thing can come along. A bonus model. Hold on. Let me darken. The other day I printed a troll skull from Skyrim, and it looks really cool. But as you can see, major like layer shift right there all the way around. This was originally going to be a video all by itself, but it is just impossible to sand something like this. I mean, look at that detail though. Incredible detail. So, just as a little bonus, all I'm going to do to this is just paint it to make it look more like a skull. It lost some tooth. And I think it's going to look really good. And you can just chalk up all the striations and stuff up to bone ossification. Yeah, my finger got stuck. So yeah, first up on the docket, from the darkness emerges a dog. So first off, fix the ears, remove the supports, sand, then I can start painting, and it's as simple as that. And while those are drying, well, whatever. I guess when I'm painting this guy, between coats, I'll be painting this guy that you can't see. Ooh, if I put him in the background, though, I don't have to darken anything. So, let's get started with a destruction montage. Alright, it's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Just hours and hours of sanding. I hit it with some 120 and then some 320. And then what I'm going to do is hit it with a coat of black, because that's going to be its final color, except for the little sash thing. And then I will sand it all again with the 800 that I have to get it as smooth as I'm willing to get it. You'll notice that the tops of his ears are missing. I went to glue on the one tip, as you may have seen, and I discovered the other tip was already gone. So it's like, alright, no more tips. Also, you'll notice I barely sanded his head and ears because there's a ton of fine detail here that I did not want to get rid of. I mean, look at that eye. So, yeah. I also didn't sand the bottom extremely well because you'll never see it. So, next step is to remove all the dust and give it a coat of black. It's time. Well, you know what paint looks like, so another painting montage. Can't believe I just spent the last 5 minutes recording me painting this, and it didn't record anything. But I did a fairly thick-ish black coat, and then I'm gonna let it dry and hit it with the 800 and use the black paint as a sort of filler primer kind of thing to get rid of any more lines. I'm not going for perfect, pristine smoothness, but you know, the more sanding you do, the better it looks. Alright, real quick, I live with a million other people, and they're very loud, so if you hear things in the background, you've been warned. Now, what you didn't notice is that when you weren't looking, I went ahead, did the 800 grit sand, and then gave it another layer of black, and then I primed all the gold parts white, and I did it very poorly, as you can see, and that's because who cares, I can always go in later and touch it up with the black. So I'm going to be using this, which at one point had a name, Turbo Dork, who knows. This is the same color that I used in the Sea of Thieves Parrot Tankard paint job, which, as you can see, is still all over my wall. Just coating my glasses. And actually, the shirt I'm wearing currently. So, that's what I'm going to be using for the gold. And because it's incredibly loud, and there's a million other people, it's going to be another montage. Guess why there's so many montages? I think this yellow might be a little too yellow and not enough gold. It's too yellow and not enough gold. I really want this dark, well, not dark, but like a red gold, like an ancient gold. So I'll hit him with a smack of that apricot, and we're already pretty much there, but I will also smack it with a month load of yellow, and then we mix. Oh, we're mixing. Ooh, this is me mixing. So I may have to skip ahead again. So the next time you see it, it'll probably already have its second, maybe even a third coat of this yellow. Let's find out. Alright, next up, redo all the black parts that are supposed to be black. Definitely done a better paint job before, but for something I decided to do on a whim, this is perfectly good. The last step is just to go hit them with a coat of gloss clear coat, so that's what I'm going to do now. So nice, so shiny. I did this one first because it's for my dad, so I'll let this dry and give it to him, and then I'll come back and we'll do Let's go. Mixing up the blood, mixing up the blood, mixing up the blood, definitely didn't need that much paint. Mixing up the blood, people screaming in the background, it's like they've got nothing better to do. Mixing up the blood, I don't have any water in here. Where the heck did my cup of water go? Oh my goodness, how could I have lost it? Well, why don't we try this lime LaCroix? Why not? Oh, lime LaCroix. You didn't believe me. Lime LaCroix. Mixy, mixy, mix. It's practically water, but made out of water. Fine, bloody, oh Jesus, everything is literally in my way. Gonna soak up this here color. And we'll hit them right up there in them gummies. Right up in them gums. Let's gummy it up in there. And then, most quickly, a murder most foul. Just, rah. Oh no, it looks like he's had too much red wine. I kinda like it. A wino troll. Oh, good sir, do you have any Cabernet Sauvignon? You know what? You don't think it looks like blood? Well then, I've got a little tiny baby piece of advice for you. Just chalk it up to bone ossification again. Quickly hit up in them gums. All up in them gums. Boom. Of course it's a skull. It doesn't really have gums anymore. Damn, he really got juicy. Okay, well, for future reference, don't use so much black. Come on, stop focusing on my finger. Also, all this paint is still wet. But, who cares? Beautiful. 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 Maybe not between those teeth, though. You know what we can do, though? Grab this color again. Hit it around the bases. Just slap that everywhere. Be as slapdash as you like. You can't see anything because the autofocus is growing a mind of its own. Oh yeah, that's much better. We only want... This is supposed to be very, very old blood, because who knows how long it's been since this troll has died. Of course, most of it would have washed away. And you never know. Is this something that from something the troll ate? Or was it from his own body? I'm digging it. I dig it. Now, next stage. Next stage, final stage. We bring in This is not a time lapse, by the way. This is how fast you gotta do it. Otherwise, you'll get scared and you'll spook yourself out of putting too much. And you gotta put too much. If you don't put too much, you could ruin your whole life. How'd I get blue on there? Oh, no, wait, that's the underlying filament.